Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Fun Friday Night Hangout, along with some useful product information featuring our special fourth week night out for our qualifiers who have accomplished 150 PV plus a month launch or has accomplished 300 PVs plus MG. And lastly, for those who are certified for 500 PV before the 10th of last month of January. So a quick introduction about myself. For those individuals who don't know me, my name is Harani Sibarasa. I will be your host for this incredible night. I accomplished my esthetician and spa management and achieved a bachelor in business at Humber College. First, I would like to thank my uplines for introducing and guiding me through this opportunity. Very proudly to be sponsored by our amazing Monica Sharma Joshi and coached and mentored by our absolute favorite Diamond Sid and Roop. Thank you, Roop, for encouraging and having much faith in me to host tonight's session. And I appreciate you offering this opportunity to me. So I hope that everyone is staying safe during this crazy times. It has been a long, tough journey with this crazy situation for the past 24 to approximately 2 years. So I hope that you are excited to learn from our amazing speakers. Will share some information regarding health conditions and prevent them. So I don't want to take too much of your time, and we can jump into the session as we are eagerly excited for. So I would invite our creative and adorable Shakila Singh to start off our session with choosing the best solutions for our Nutrilite to eliminate migraines. So Sheila is well known for her creativity in gift hampers and creating fun orders for customers. With that said, please help me welcome Sheila.
Actually, Sheila is running a little late. If we can call the second speaker, the next speaker, please. Ravi?
Okay. Sure. So then we can move on to Rajesh Gupta, who will be preparing us some informative information regarding COVID-19 cases and the method to get well through those Nutrilite products. So please help me welcome Rajesh.
Yeah, I'm there. Good morning. I'm Rajesh Gupta calling from Delhi, India. And good evening to you all in North America. And really, I'm privileged and honored to be given this opportunity to speak in front of you all. And thanks my mentors at Applied Diamond, Sid and Roof for that. So the topic for me today is, solutions to the COVID situation, which all of us have been facing across the world for past 2 years. And currently in India, we are passing through the third wave of COVID, which though is very mild and not creating a panic kind of a situation. But the second wave across the world was horrible. It was horrible, and it was a terror and sort of panic kind of a situation everywhere, including India, North America, and what not to talk of other countries. So we are fortunate enough to be part of this Augustius association and using the world-class, wonderful products of Nutrilite. Because what I saw in the second wave, lots of our colleagues in office. But before that, let me tell you, I am working with the Government of India and will be completing 33 years of my service with the government next week. So what I saw is lots of people were suffering from that lungs infection during that second wave. And it was a kind of panic situation, and there's no space in the hospitals, and people were just running around here and there. So I came across lots of prescriptions, the medical prescriptions for all these COVID situations, and it was, a common kind of a prescription for everyone. Besides one or two medicines, it just included multivitamins, vitamin D, vitamin C, vitamin E, zinc, and vitamin B and protein diet, if one can afford and one would like. That was a prescription given on TV in India by Director AIMS, which is AIMS is All India Institute of Medical Sciences, which is one of the premier medical institution of the country of India. So that was the prescription given, and then I was just pleasingly shocked to know that we are already in such a wonderful association using these tremendous products. Now you can get these things from the market, but we all know what are we getting from the market. So I'll focus on two products today, not all. It is vitamin D and double X. Just let me log into the website. Just give me a minute, please. Just I'll share.
Rajesh, you can just talk about it if the sharing is not available.
Okay, I'll do that. I think there is some problem with that. I'm not able to do that. What happened? Okay, I'll stop share. So, vitamin D, what I have learned about vitamin D is basically required to give strength to our bones and ensure calcium absorption in the body. And then another recommendation is from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. all of us need at least half an hour exposure to sunlight, and that too without using sunscreen. But as of in the climate which we are living and our living lifestyle, being in office and just confined to our closed rooms, this exposure to sunlight is a rarity now, and particularly in the months from November to March. Same is in India as well as in North America and few other countries. So we are also having very cold weather and just don't see sunlight. Even these days we are not having sunlight. So as a result, the deficiencies of this vitamin D are building up and resulting into our bones becoming brittle, and the lack of calcium absorption is causing lots of deficiencies. Now, another important aspect of vitamin D is it takes care to build our immune system. And in COVID times, immunity has been the talk of the town. Everyone has started talking about immunity. Now, those guys who were never interested in listening about immunity, when we tried to promote Neutralite products to them, they were not interested in immunity. But COVID, and everyone is talking about that. And vitamin D turned out to be one of the major requirements. And since we were there in the business in this North American market for quite some time, and we had the privilege of having vitamin D here, which is just made of mushrooms, and gives you one tablet of that vitamin D, gives it enough a requirement for a day. And if we take it on regular basis, it helps us a lot. And it helped people in India fighting COVID a lot. We promoted it quite a bit and got much better results. And if I can share my own case with this vitamin D, I hope you can see this finger of mine, this finger. I was not able to bend it either this way or this way. It was just straight erected like this for almost a year. And any kind of medication was not helping me, because I just don't take allopathic medicines. I go for homeopathic, and but that was not working. And when I started using vitamin D, it was a miracle kind of a thing. Not even 1 month has passed, and it is just normal. I'm talking about 10 months back. It happened to me, and in nights, it used to bend reverse, and it was so painful. And I don't know while sleeping how I used to get it erect. So this is my own experience with vitamin D, and it really is worth. And then when we are in the business, it brings us PV for us. We are in the business for collecting PVs, and has gives us enough opportunity, because most of the people are vitamin D deficient. So it gives us a huge platform to talk to the people and get the results. But we need to talk. Definitely, we need to talk. And since it is halal certified, and about 3-4 months back, we had vitamin D launched in India. So we have started using that vitamin D. That is also made of mushrooms, almost similar to the one which we have in the North American market. So the company is realizing the importance of vitamin D, and we can build a big business through this, because cost wise also it is not very, it is just affordable. I think $21.60 is the cost of this. And it's a wonderful thing. And in COVID, COVID will be a regular feature. This is what we are listening, and we are getting the messages from all across. Every year it will be a regular feature for a month or two. So we need to keep our immune intact, and then only we shall be able to fight it. And another product is, which I think all of us are fond of, and must be using that. That is double X. The main concern why we need double X is because if you go through the nutritional science, and I hope lots of you are from India, may be aware of, we have Indian Council of Medical Research, and we were going through the recommendations by Indian Council of Medical Research while working on Neutralite. So even in trainings in India, we are made to learn that we need 7 to 8 or maybe 10 servings of at least 7 colors of fruits and vegetables during the whole day. Now, all of us sitting here, is it possible? Physically and financially. Now, we know how many colors of fruits and vegetables daily we are using. I hope you will be agreeing with me. It can't be more than 2 or 3 colors. And 8 to 10 servings, just forget it. If once a day we have it, I think we are fortunate enough to do that. And over and above that, they say natural. Now, this word natural is just missing from whatever we want to consume. The best quality fruits and vegetables available in the market are intoxicated. They are chemically treated, and we are taking chemical inside our body. Now, what this double X is doing? Double X basically has multivitamin tablets, the multi-mineral tablets, and the most important thing is phytonutrients. So, in nutshell, whatever our body needs, it has. I was discussing this double X with my relative who is a homeopathic doctor. I just showed it to him. He went through the contents of this, and once he saw the phytonutrients, so he said, if this is true, it contains these tablets of phytonutrients are really phytonutrients, then it can cure cancer, even the cancer, the most dreaded disease in the world. So I have been using it now, I think, for almost a year and a half, and having very good results. My own brother, who was having lots of problems, I recommended to him, then his wife started using it. There are other customers who are using it. And the most important testimony which I can share with all of you is a colleague of mine in office, aged about 40 years, during the second wave of COVID, his CT score was 23. 23 means what we were told by doctors is lungs are almost gone, because maximum score is 25 and there were hardly any chances of his survival. But somehow, with the best medical attention and God's grace, he came out of the hospital after a month and a half being in ICU. But then when I spoke to him, he was not able to speak, not able to get up from the bed, not to talk of walking and doing anything. His intake was very little, but fortunately, he trusts me like anything. He treats me as his elder brother, and whatever I tell him, he goes by that. So before some time back, I had and 2-3 other products. He was taking that. Then I immediately recommended him our vitamin C. So extended release we had in India at that time. That vitamin C and double X. 2 boxes of double X I sent to him as just complimentary from my own side. And can you believe, after a month, he says he's not only able to walk, but has started going to office. That was simply unbelievable for me. And now he is a regular user. He is taking it on regular basis and has almost recovered now. Doing his routine, daily routines and everything is performing, going to office daily. So that is a big relief. And it gives us the hope that if we have faith in our products, we have the best of the products available with us, and we just need to use first ourselves. Then only we will be able to discuss these and share it with the others and create big volumes and big businesses. And really, I'm taking the big advantage of, because in my every order, it can't be complete without double X. And I just keep on sharing it and getting orders and delivering it, and really giving very good results. So this is what I think all I had to say. If I had not been able to log in, I would have shared the contents on the website. Resource to get any kind of information, the most authentic information. It gives everything to us, what it contains, how to use it, and why do we need it. So that's all I think I'm done with. Back to the host. Thank you.
What a presentation. Thank you, Rajesh, for this amazing education about COVID-19 cases and the importance of vitamin D and my personal favorite, double X. So I know during this pandemic, it has impacted many lives and the economy. I'm not sure how many of you are following the news, but this disease has led to a dramatic loss of human lives worldwide, and presents many challenges even today with the food systems, loss of reduction, productivities, business closures, and so on. So I just wanted to remind everyone that we are all together in this. So soon everything will be back to normal. So I just want to say this is the new normal. So great. So we can go back to the first speaker, which was Sheila. So I would invite our creative and adorable Sheila to start off this session again with the best solution from our Nutrilite to eliminate migraines. So Sheila is well known for creativity in her gift hampers and creating fun orders for her customers. With that said, please help me welcome Sheila.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Harni. What an incredible welcome. Yeah, so I'm Sheila Singh. I'm mentored by Shok and Smita and our lovely diamonds, Rup and Sid. So I was asked to do another topic, but I specifically asked to do this topic because just this last weekend, I was just doing some cleaning up of files, and I found this piece of paper. It was from my neurologist because I suffer a lot from migraines. And it says here, natural product therapy for migraines. And I said, oh my God, why haven't I presented this to my group? So I asked Rup to change my topic, and she did. So I'm going to share my screen because I'm sure I'm not the only one. There's a lot of people out there suffering migraines. So can you guys see the screen? So yeah, so anyway, so I just wanted to have 2 slides about migraines. So what are the migraine triggers? You need to see that. One is lack of sleep, stress and anxiety, caffeine. I'm guilty of that. I used to drink a lot of coffee and tea. I've gone down to 2 cups of tea a day, which is pretty good. Skip meals and physical exertion. That usually all us women do. And then, okay, hold on a second, sorry. How come it's not clean? Okay, and then there's basically 4 kinds of migraines. There's a pain right behind your nose above your cheek. So it's all internal. It's called a sinus migraine, which I suffer from a lot. And then the cluster pain, it's in and around one eye. I do get those when the barometric pressure goes up and down. And then there's the tension pain, so that's all up here. So that's a tension headache, that's from stress and everything. And then there's the other kind of migraine, which is pain and nausea visible. Sometimes for me, it's the whole face. Sometimes it's one side of the face. And it could be a result of all 3 together, put together. And I suffered in both of my pregnancies this, but I didn't know about any of this. But unfortunately, it says not to be taken during pregnancy or breastfeeding. So you'd have to consult your doctor about that. So basically, okay, so what is the secret? It's very simple. We have all the products. CalMag-D, which the doctor here said you need to take magnesium. And he says, if you're taking magnesium, you need the calcium, vitamin D, and zinc for your body to digest it. And then the vitamin B, the melatonin, and the CoQ10. So this is the cocktail for migraine, and I can attest to it that it does work. I wasn't doing the melatonin because our business didn't have it. I was just doing the first 3, but ever since this melatonin has been added, my migraines have gone really down. So our CalMag-D, like you guys can read up on it, but it has the form that he recommends here, and he says it's the best kind of magnesium that's absorbed from your body can absorb. And so what happens is you need to, when you're taking this, don't drink a lot of soft drinks, but you can take excess because it's not a soft drink, right? And reduce your elimination of constipation, because all this causes a high level of phosphate, and then the magnesium is depleted from your body. It says lower your fat intake, and because the fat depletes the magnesium, and decrease or eliminate alcohol use. And then it says check your prescription, because anything with, I don't know these things, but diuretics, digitals, tetracycline, cortisoids, they also lead to magnesium loss. And then he also goes to say that your body, a regular person, needs 350 to 750 milligrams of magnesium per day. And the high magnesium foods are brown rice, fish, bananas, tofu, blackstrap molasses, seafood, and avocados. So, and if you take more than 750 a day, then that causes other issues such as drowsiness, diarrhea, kidney disease. So you have to, and then he also said to avoid taking laxatives and antacids. So there's a whole calculation on how to do it. But when I went to look at the ingredients, it's already done for you. You don't have to worry about doing any calculations. So that I was so happy to see that. And then the other main one is CoQ10. So it has a natural fat soluble in it, and that is an antioxidant produced by our bodies. So it helps in treating heart disease, cancer, allergies, diabetes, and mental disorders. I was taking this already for cardiovascular issues. So it was also good. So they say to take it with your food. So like, you know, if you're eating fish or if you're vegetarian, take it with just a little bit of peanut butter. And it should be, the natural color is a dark color. So as you can see here, our CoQ10 is the best one. And again, you have to check your medicines because this is a general thing, but if you're on antidepressants, beta blockers, cholesterol drugs, you may have issues with absorption. You may need to take a higher dose of COQ10. So always check if you're taking any of those things. And the next one, my favorite, this Sweet Dreams gummies, it has the melatonin, and that's the key ingredient in this cocktail. You don't need a lot, you need just a little bit, but it helps you get sleep. And trust me, I've tried so many kinds of, because I have sleeping issues. So I've tried so many kinds of melatonins. This has been the best one. You just take it half an hour before you go to sleep and it works. It just puts me out like that. And then when the other ones that I used to take, when I'd wake up in the morning, I'd be all drowsy and it would take me half a day to come back to proper focus. Now I get up, I stretch, and I'm ready to go. So it's just awesome. And then the last one is vitamin B. Now our vitamin B, again, they have a cocktail here of vitamin Bs, but when I check the ingredients, our vitamin B has everything. So not only will it help with your migraine, it'll help you with your energy. So this is great. So just to sum up, the CalMag D, you'll have to take 3 tablets 2 times a day at $47. Vitamin B, two tablets 2 times a day. I'll fix that. And melatonin, 2 to 3 gummies, depending. I would recommend you start with 1 gummy and then increase to 2 or 3 depending on your needs. And the COQ10 is 3 tablets 2 times a day. So I'm going to start a poster this month for migraine special because February is the month where barometric pressure keeps going up and down. So I'm going to make up a special package to sell to my clients. Yeah, so that's it. Are we taking questions now, Harney, or after?
Yeah, go ahead. If anyone has any questions, yeah, they can ask the speakers as well.
I guess not. So back to our really nice host.
Thank you. Thank you.
Sorry, I have a question.
Oh,
Shall
yes.
I?
Yeah, go ahead.
What is this COQ10 for? That was not clear for me. Sorry.
Oh, sorry. Basically, it's used in cardiovascular issues, people with heart issues, high blood pressure, low blood pressure. But here, the mix, like my neurologist found the mix of these 4 supplements helps with the migraine. So I was already taking this for because I have a high blood pressure. So I was already taking for that, and because I was taking it, it was lowering my blood pressure. So I didn't have to add that, but I added the CalMag D, the vitamin B, and the melatonin, and that helped with the migraines. And they all have, the CalMag D has special properties for your bones. The vitamin B is for energy, and the COQ10 is basically cardiovascular health. So I'm not sure, but I think it's part of our heart health, is it not? Smita can help me with that one. She knows everything out by heart.
No, thank you so much. That was helpful.
Okay.
I have a question.
Okay.
So I clicked a picture of that for migraine. So it's written, I mean, I don't have migraine. I just want to know what exactly, just want to be sure before I talk to anybody else. So it says 3 tablets 2 times a day, the calcium, magnesium. So 3 tablets, when you say it's like you have to take 3 tablets at one go?
It's better. Yeah, because
okay.
What did he say here for the magnesium? He said 200 mgs 2 times a day. So when I did the calculation with the CalMag D, it's 3. Now I do it for myself. So and you take it once with your breakfast and maybe once with your dinner.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Just wanted to be clear before.
So I know Amway has its recommended doses, but those are taken as an average for people with those specific, like osteoporosis or heart issues or something, but this is specific for migraine issues.
Okay.
So basically, I just did a little bit of math and I had figured it out already how much I need to take.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, even for the COQ10, I don't remember how much. I think just a second. I think Amway says take one tablet 3 times a day, but in order to get rid of the migraine, you have to take more.
Got it.
So, but if you have any doubts, I would suggest talk to your doctor or a nutritionist.
Yep. No, ma'am. Yeah, I mean, if I suggest this to somebody, they will definitely go and check with their doctors first. That would be my recommendation, right? Right.
But
Thank you.
I'm living proof I'm alive.
Yes, of course.
and
Thank you. Thank you.
Amway medicines are the best. Sorry, supplements are the best.
Wow, amazing. Thank you, Sheila, for this well executing this presentation along with sharing different types of migraines. Now, I hope next time anyone who experiences migraines will know which type they're experiencing and then finding the suitable product to achieve their best result. So if anyone does have any questions or concerns, please feel free to share them, and the speakers will be happy to accept them in between presentations or at the end. So great. So let's move on to the next speaker. So Sandeep Sindhu, who will be educating us on the best results on swelling and joint pains, and introducing us to some of the best products for these conditions. So please help me introduce Sandeep.
Hi, hello everybody. Yeah, my name is Sandeep. I'm from Vancouver. Me and my husband Raman. So we both building our business together. So we are proudly, sponsored and launched by none other than Harsh and Anchal, and their upline Subodh and Tina, our Q12 Sachin Kinkaran, all the way, Sid and Rup Gongli, our diamonds. So I would quickly share my screen first before I move forward. Okay. Okay, so today my topic is, no, just a second. So today my topic is arthritis, and as you can see on my screen, so everybody knows, you used to see other people with having a different conditions, like, so there are different type of arthritis. And so the arthritis is basically, it's a disease of joints, right? And there are different type of, arthritis conditions, we have that we encounter with different people. And so this is a swelling of one or more joints. So there are more than 100 disease conditions that affect the joint, their tissues that around the joint area and the connective tissues. And the signs and symptoms which are involved with the disease conditions, it may differ, but usually it's joint pain and stiffness that what normally people feel. So there are different types. The first one is osteoarthritis, which is the very common disease condition which is related to arthritis. And another one is rheumatoid arthritis, which is also a common one. Then we have a fibromyalgia, gout, childhood arthritis, and lupus. So being in the medical field, my background is a nurse by profession, and I've been into the health field from past 10 years in Canada. And I have encountered with, many, like I do care elderly clients, encounter with different people with different arthritis conditions, so I have closely observed people, like, with the signs and symptoms and stuff, what they usually take, what is benefited to them. So I will move forward, and I will talk basically about osteoarthritis. I won't, the time won't allow me to go for the other arthritis conditions. So the one I will talk is osteoarthritis. So this is the most common condition, so this is commonly called as a wear and tear or degenerative disease, which affect your hip area, especially knee and your hand. And there are different risk factors are involved, in order to develop the osteoarthritis. So first one is age. So as we already know, right? So with the age, we start having a different disease conditions, like, so osteoarthritis is one disease condition. And another risk factor is a gender. Women are more prone to get arthritis compared to men. Especially when age is above 50. And another one is when people have any joint injuries, or overuse of joints. It can be like, if somebody injured their knees, it can be with the accidents, or if we are using a very high load of lifts and stuff, that can be give a problem to the joints as well. And another one is obesity is another big risk factor, because with the weight, you're putting weight on your joints, especially the knees. When the people who have a overweight or obesity, they with the age, they will definitely develop the osteoarthritis. So I will give you a little bit overview of the joints. So in osteoarthritis, as I said, it's involved the joint. So but in the joint, what we have in the joint, we have, as you can see on the screen, we have a bones, and on the in between we have a cartilage which is blue in color. And we have a fluid in between the bones and the cartilage. That's called synovial fluid. I don't want to go through like more in detail, but just little bit overview what involved in the joints. That's basically most of the joints, like like our knee joint, our shoulder joints and stuff, or mostly all our joints. So when we see here, this is our healthy joint, and this is our osteoarthritis problem. So as I mentioned earlier, so there we have a cartilage, that is over our joints, that act as a shock absorber. It basically give you what's it called, two purpose. And then so first one is it's very firm. Actually, it's very firm and slippery, so the bones are like glide over each other. That's the one purpose it gives. And the second is act as a shock absorber. So when we stand up, when we walk, when we jump, that's how it the fluid in between and the cartilage absorb all the shock. So that's how it helps us to move very nicely. And when we have with the risk factors, when we started osteoarthritis, so anybody who have osteoarthritis, what they experience. So what happened, basically, this as you can see here, we get loss of cartilage over our bone. So what happened when we have loss over those cartilage, so then our bones get exposed, right, directly. So then when they glide on each other, so there's a friction happen, right? So that's how mobility issues start. There's a inflammation starts with that, like people experience pain and stuff. So that's basically what happened. And we will go over here. We have what are the signs and symptoms involved? As I mentioned, pain or aching, stiffness happen definitely. As I mentioned, on the knee areas, on the knees, on the basically hip, and on the hands. So obviously, when there is a stiffness happened, then there is a decreased range of mobility issues happen. People can't even do their daily activities or daily work activities. And definitely swelling come as a inflammation start over it. Okay, so how we can treat the osteoarthritis? So definitely, when doctor diagnosed with the different kind with the X-rays, we can do that. With the lab tests and stuff. Once it's diagnosed, so then doctor give you a treatment. So there are different kind of treatments involved with it. There will different therapies they will offer you. One is glucosamine hydrochloride, chondroitin, and boswellia. These are the basic treatments they give you, because there's no cure for the osteoarthritis, but with these ones, these supplements, we will definitely treat it. And obviously we need to increase the physical activity of the client. There are different physical therapies they can use, weight loss, medication, over-the-counter medication, and here we have a joint health in a neutral light. So as I mentioned earlier, so this joint health, let me go over the next slide so that I can explain better. So what the joint health has, it has 6 ingredients that support our joint. So we have glucosamine, we have chondroitin, boswellia in it, hyaluronic acid, and vitamin C. So that's all include together as 6 ingredients. So as I mentioned earlier, in the cartilage, this glucosamine, chondroitin, and hyaluronic acid, these are the main ingredients which are normally found in our body. And our cartilage is made up of these 3 main ingredients. With the age, when our body won't able to produce much of these ingredients. So that's how we start developing osteoarthritis, right? Obviously, there are other risk factors out there, and but with those supplements, we can definitely treat a client. So glucosamine, chondroitin, and boswellia, and hyaluronic acid, these are the 4 main ingredients. It also contain the vitamin C. So boswellia is also as it's kind of herb, which is an Indian herb, and it's been used by Indians or Chinese people to treat different inflammatory conditions. As we know, in osteoarthritis, we have inflammation started in there too. So boswellia help in order to decrease the inflammation of the joints. So definitely, if the inflammation is stopped, then we don't have any joint pains, improvement in the joint pains as well. People have no issues in the mobilities and stuff. So we can with the help of boswellia, chondroitin, glucosamine, it improves the disease conditions, especially the pain, stiffness, and inflammation can be statistically improved. And then definitely we know vitamin C, it's act as an antioxidant, which is a powerful antioxidant. So what vitamin C does is, so it's fight against the molecules which trigger the inflammation, right? So inflammation is the main part which happen in the osteoarthritis as well. So this is fight against those things. And then it also made it's also act as a cofactor of the collagen, which is the main protein of bones and cartilage as well. So these are the main benefits of the vitamin C as well. And I would like to give a testimony of some of my clients as well. As I recall, a few of my clients, actually, even in my family, my mother-in-law, she was suffered from osteoarthritis past few years now, and then I introduced her with the joint health. We have a joint health back home too in India. She started that, and her condition was really bad. Like her one knee was really swollen. She hardly go on the stairs, hardly walk. So within a few months, she seen a huge difference. Otherwise, doctor has recommended her to go for corticosteroids injection in her knees. So that's, and she's a regular user until now, she don't have any problem at all. And even my mom is another, because she's overweight, and as I mentioned earlier, overweight is also a risk factor of osteoarthritis. So she was here with me like a few years ago, and I introduced her with this, and she had a huge difference after on the supplements with this joint health. And so these are the great testimonials, from my own family, and even with my clients as well. And yeah, so I would definitely recommend people who have a joint problems. It can be any joint problem, osteoarthritis or rheumatoid arthritis. Even though if you're above 50, definitely joint health is a great supplement, because it contains all the natural ingredients that are required for our body in order to maintain good healthy joint health. And then this is also NSF certified and halal certified. So we recommended doses for adult, you need to take 2 tablets 3 times a day, and especially with the meal. It may interfere with the other medication. So whoever taking it, they have to take this medication 1 to 2 hours before whatever they're taking currently, right? Any medication. So I have this authentic references which I have used here. So you can, if anybody wants to go and search, they can, go ahead. And I think I'm almost done here, and thank you.
That was amazing presentation. Thank you, Sandeep, for sharing your preferred products and suggestions for reducing the joint pains. I will strongly recommend each and every one of you to try these products, and if you do experience any pain around the bones. So before we go to the next speaker, does anyone have any questions regarding this, the previous products? Okay. So next I would like to invite my personal favorite, Gurjot Rihal. She's well known for her excellent demos of new products, ritual presentations, and how to play game plan, and monthly hustle videos for leaders on how to complete 600 to 1,000 PV, aka personal value on a budget. So with that said, please allow me to welcome Gurjot.
Oh, thank you, Harani, and awesome hosting this evening. Good evening, everybody. Friday night hangout. Yeah, that was some awesome information we got on all these amazing speakers. I have something in terms of Neutralite. Wow, like it's changed my life in general. Just hearing all this stuff, I'm looking through my Ditto. I'm like, what do I need to improve on my what to improve my health and go? So I'm happy to talk about diabetes and add to all the awesome information we're getting this evening here. So what we have here, diabetes and Neutralite. So who knows someone who has diabetes, or maybe you have diabetes yourself, or everyone should have one or the other, because it's an upcoming problem. It's more and more common these days. And Neutralite is like the thing that you really want to be in touch with about it. So a little bit about myself when it comes to the business, and I'm a huge advocate distributor of Neutralite. We're all ambassadors, or you may be linked here as a customer to learn about this brand. So my family owns, and we own a medical clinic here in Winnipeg, Canada, where I'm calling from. I was introduced to this brand by my father, who is a medical doctor, and he was a huge advocate for the great things that it has to offer, like its phytolock system, the patents it has, what makes it a better brand when it comes to your health, nutrients, and everything like that. We have tons of resources about that. And I have my brother and sister, who are both customers and advocates and business partners with me, medical doctors. So when it comes to checking out this brand and learning about health, I've learned from tons of cool, like accredited people on the subject. And diabetes is a close one to me, because my family has a risk of diabetes. Actually, it can be genetic and it can be a health condition. So I learned everything I know about this from asking professionals and checking those as well. So we got here, diabetes is what? In case you don't know, it's a chronic, long-lasting health condition that affects how your body turns food into energy. So it does this because most of the food you eat is broken down into sugar, right? Also called glucose, and it's released into your bloodstream. When your blood sugar goes up, it signals your pancreas to release insulin. And bear with me. So this, you can verify these facts at cdc.gov/diabetes. We got, and this is all like for Health Canada. There's also the American Diabetes Association. This is pretty common knowledge. So diabetes can be effectively managed when diagnosed early. However, when it's left untreated, it can lead to potential complications, which include heart disease, stroke, kidney damage, nerve damage. Hence, I'm going to asterisk eyes here, because what it does is it actually attacks your blood vessels when you have diabetes. And the thing that where you have the smaller blood vessels, those get attacked first, like your eyes. So that's why a lot of people will have glaucoma or eye problems when they're diabetic. They'll have more health conditions and health risks because their organs are being attacked. So where do vitamins come in, and why specifically Nutrilite? You got to check out NutriliteTraceability.com, learn more about this brand. And this is also something here you can check out, diabetes.org, about why vitamins do work with diabetes, why they're essential. So Nutrilite is the #1 health brand in the world. It's great, it's the best. So there's a lot of science behind it. There's a lot of clinical testing. Vitamins and minerals are the best when they're absorbed through food. It's Nutrilite specifically is the best science of absorption and use. So the way that they've been able to teach how the vitamins get into our body, or like discover the best way it can. We heard all these great speakers talk about the brand and different things that work for so many conditions. So we have, this is important. You take your vitamins as directed, and you check with your pharmacist and doctor. So vitamins are very normal in the market. You can grab them at any superstore, any place really, any pharmacy. Why Nutrilite? Because there's a lot more that goes into the quality and the traceability, and it's an NSF certified brand. So when you're talking about your health, you don't want to mess with anything. You want it to be the best it can be. So if taking any medications, if you have diabetes here, you, depending on how severe it is or not, how manageable it is or not, what medications you might be on, then you want to check with your doctor as well, just to make sure, because some vitamins, for example, like a vitamin K, it can be deposited in your body and you only want to take a specific amount. Other vitamins, like a vitamin C, you can just take as much as you want. You don't have to worry about it affecting anything, okay? So check with your doctor. Now we have here vitamin E, #1 for diabetes. So our Nutrilite chewable vitamin E, which I got right here, is a great product because vitamin E fights external toxins, improves insulin efficacy, and oxygenates the blood. It's very good for cellular health. So it decreases the likelihood of developing type 2 diabetes, and it helps maintain your good blood sugar levels. And this one is awesome. It's a chewable version. It tastes like honeycomb and it's delicious. All right. Then we have here vitamin B. So I've got that. This is a dual action vitamin B. So a B12 supplement can be helpful if you have type 2 diabetes and are deficient in the vitamin. So interesting thing here, it says, if you're on metformin, this is specifically for people who know that. That's where I said, make sure you talk to your health provider about being tested for B12 deficiency. You may need to take more than the average person, you know? So sometimes you always want to take what's directed, and in some cases, deficiencies require a little extra. Okay. Then we have chromium. So we have Nutrilite Glucose Health right here. So this promotes healthy blood sugar levels. So a chromium deficiency, so this is glucose health with chromium, okay? So it may lead to high blood sugar levels. It may be worth a try if you're deficient in chromium, but it's rare. But in general, it's very healthy so that your kidneys aren't damaged or worsened as well. So vitamins are very preventative. They give you nutrients that you don't get anywhere else. Vitamins are micronutrients, right? They're organic. So you do want to supplement your lifestyle so that you don't succumb to the severe side of things as well. So the other thing, I put an asterisk on eyes because I've seen and met so many people with diabetes who have eye problems. And these are our two brands right here. I've got carotene right here and lutein. And lutein I specifically checked with my optometrist, who says that yes, Nutrilite gives the correct amount of lutein that actually protects your eyes. Fun fact for all of us who are also on screens all the time, if you watched TV, you're on Zoom today, you used your phone today, then what happens is actually your eyes are being damaged as well. So if you're being damaged from the inside and from the outside, it's important to get protection. But also, again, with diabetes, your eye health is very important because the nerves are very sensitive there. Okay, so optimal combinations, now keep in mind everything we covered, the optimal combination of everything, vitamin E, C, D, those were covered as well. The B vitamins, lutein, which I have here. So these protect your retina, but they also really help when it comes in general. So imagine, I believe Rajesh and a few people mentioned our XX vitamin. This is definitely something you want to look into and have it every month. It's like the best, and then learn where you need to supplement extra. So thank you for your attention. I'm really excited to learn all this stuff this evening. So thank you, Harani.
Wow, thank you so much for Gurjot for sharing the importance of common symptoms and warning signs that lead to diabetics. So I know this during this time of the month, we often consume many sweets and forget to set a limit to how much sugar intake we consume. So these Nutrilite products are amazing for curing those high blood sugar levels and preventing damage to your tissues or organs in the long run. So lastly, I would like to introduce Esther Barrow, who will be educating us about the male reproductive system and the important body parts of the male. So please help me welcome Esther.
Hi, good evening, everybody. My name is Esther. Thank you, Haran, for inviting me. I'm building this business with my husband, Berhane, and we are proudly sponsored by Kids Platinum Urban DM and mentor Diamond Seed and Group. So my topic, let me share my screen. Okay, the topic says various health conditions and the solutions. So I choose the internal organs and the main urinary system. So omega heart health. So I'm talking about heart, kidney, liver, and the prostate about the men, and about the intestine also. So omega heart health. If we have heart problem, or if we want to protect our heart or our blood pressure, we have to take this multivitamin, not only when we are sick, but we have to protect. We have to take once in a while. We take like in our daily basis WX, but once in a while, or in 2 months or 3 months, we have to include our other vitamins too. So heart health omega supports a healthy heart and regular blood flow, and it is naturally good sources of omega-3 and supports cardiovascular health. Another for heart also, garlic heart care supports cardiovascular system, helps maintain a normal blood pressure, and lowers cholesterol when we take it as a part of diet in low fat and cholesterol. The third one, CoQ10, heart health. This one also, it is incredible, even before the other speakers who was mentioning it. It protects lots of things, but one of it is for kidney, liver, and heart. Helps the cells to produce energy to keep our heart young, helps maintain necessary CoQ10 level as we age, and supports liver, kidney, and all cells with daily basis. So I will tell you one testimony about these three. About almost 2 years now, on November, one of our family member, his 2 kidneys are failed. And on November, they told him, you are going to start dialysis on next year, March. So I sent him, he's in Europe, I sent him for Christmas gift. He got it on January. Then he took January and February, 2 months, 2 weeks. Within 1 month and 2 weeks, his kidney dropped from 1.9 to 1.4. So the dialysis is canceled. And now I can't say 100%, but he is now 90% his health is back. And liver also. His liver also, he did two times surgery. Then he had appointment, the third one surgery. That surgery also canceled because of all this, and plus WX. So liver support also, it's a supplement designed to support normal liver metabolic activity and function. Contains silymarin and powerful antioxidant that help protect the liver from free radicals. And it has a unique herb. It support healthy liver function. So when you recommend for people, they have heart problem, high blood pressure, kidney, these are the best, and that is the testimony I gave you. And cholesterol health. Cholesterol health also, we have one guy here in Edmonton. He has diabetic and cholesterol health. About 2 months ago, he tested free from cholesterol. So this one also, it is the best. When you recommend for the heart disease, you have to take this one as well. The last one, not the last one, the prostate health, recommended for men 35 and above. All men, if you are 35 and above, you have to take prostate for protection. So it means like it relieve urologic systems, example, weak urinary flow, incomplete boarding, and frequent urinary function. So this one also, it cures my own father. And balance within probiotic. Okay, we all this, the base is our gut. So if our gut is clean, no disease. So the balance within probiotic supports healthy digestion and helps maintain a good gastrointestinal health, and supports and maintain healthy balance of good bacteria in your gut with daily use. The last one, fiber powder. Fiber powder is a more efficient way to get necessary fiber to support gastrointestinal health and regularity. Helps reach weight management goal also. Now about the fiber powder, because if all our body gets supply the good food or bad food from our intestinal. So our intestine or our gut, we have to take care of it. So one is, this is the fiber powder. I will show you one demo. So this is water, and I will add some oil. Some oil. So oil always, it floats on water, never mix. But here, the oil is breaking down. The oil is breaking down.
Sorry, Aster, because of the background, we can't see the oil and your container, basically.
Oh, okay. Let me... Sorry about that. Okay. Look now, the oil is breaking down. So we don't have to wait, we don't have time to wait for this, but 15 minutes before the meeting starts, I do this. Look now, almost the oil is gone, it's breaking down. Now it is the same if we have fat in our intestine, this fiber powder, it breaks or it melts the fat, then our gut is be healthy. If our gut is healthy, whole our body is healthy. Because all disease starts from the gut. So clean your gut, be healthy. Thank you for allowing me to represent. And back to our awesome host, Harani, if I pronounce it correct. Thank you.
Thank you, Esther, for sharing this presentation with us. I think we all learned and connected with so much information tonight. What a power-packed Friday night out. I know there was a lot of information that we shared in tonight's session, but please don't worry. If you have any questions regarding any products, I highly recommend you go connect back with the person who invited you to gain more and expand your knowledge with the products. So moreover, I'm very glad that everyone was able to join us for this very informative session regarding common health issues that nowadays individuals are experiencing on a daily basis. So I could not find the solution to heal these conditions as well. So I would like to finish off this first half night out and kindly ask for those who are not qualified for the fourth night out to sign off, and while others are can stay logged in. So thank you for joining us tonight. Thank you.